Hello and welcome you all in our next video. So in our previous class we were done some problems based on words problem based on simultaneous linear equations. So today we are going to see some more problems on words problem based on linear equations in two variables. So the concept was we just find out the two variables which we must have to calculate to tell the answer, and there were two conditions in the questions which which transforms into two equations, and by solving that two equations we get the values of our variables, two variables x and y, and then we tell the answer, what will be the answer of that particular question. So here we have one more problem. This problem is if the numerator and denominator of a fraction are increased by 2 and 1 respectively, it becomes 3 by 4. If the numerator and denominator are decreased by 2 and 1 respectively, it becomes 1 by 2. Find the fraction. So in this question the thing that we have to calculate is we have to tell the fraction. Okay, so we all know that fraction is a number which have numerator and denominator. Okay, so if we want to write the fraction, we must have to write some fraction, and some let's suppose fraction is x and numerator is x and denominator is y. So the fraction will be x upon y. Okay, that means we have to assume here two variables x and y. Suppose x is numerator and y is denominator, and if by using these two conditions we are able to calculate the values of x and y, finally we can tell the answer that fraction will be equal to x upon y. So here the condition 1 is, our condition 1 is starting from here and ending here. Okay, so this condition 1 will give our equation 1, and condition 2 is this. So this condition 2, this is our condition 1 and this is our condition 2. Okay, so condition 1 will give one equation and condition 2 will give second equation, and here we have two variables x and y. So finally we will get two equations in two variables, and by solving that two equations either by substitution method or by elimination or by cross multiplication method, we will get the value of x and y. Okay, so I am just assuming let numerator of this fraction, let numerator of the fraction is x equal to x, and denominator of the fraction is y. Okay, so if numerator is x and denominator is y, then we can say that the fraction will be equal to x upon y. So finally the fraction will become x upon y, numerator divided by denominator. Okay, so this is the values we have assumed, numerator and denominator. Now we are just going to see condition 1. Okay, and we are going to translate this condition 1 into algebraic equation. Okay, so here condition 1 is if the numerator and denominator of a fraction are increased by 2 and 1 respectively. That means we are increasing 2 by this numerator and increasing this by 1, then the fraction becomes equal to 3 by 4. Okay, so increasing in this numerator by 2 and increasing this denominator by 1, the fraction becomes equal to 3 by 4. Okay, so increase this by 2, so this will become x plus 2. Increase this denominator y by 1, so this will become y plus 1, and finally the fraction, this whole fraction becomes equal to 3 by 4. That means this value is equal to 3 by 4. So we have just translated this condition 1 into an algebraic expression. Now solve this algebraic expression. We are just going to cross multiply these numbers. So we will get 4x plus 8 equal to 3y plus 3, or 4x minus 3y equal to this minus 8 plus 3 will give minus 5. Okay, so this is our equation 1. So finally we got equation 1 from condition 1. Now condition 2 is we can solve, we can translate this condition 2 into an algebraic expression. So condition 2 is if the numerator and denominator are decreased by 2 and 1 respectively. In this condition 2, numerator is decreased by 2 and denominator is decreased by 1, and the fraction becomes equal to 1 by 2. So our numerator x, numerator is x, decrease this by 2, this will become x by 2, x minus 2. Denominator, our denominator is y, decrease this by 1, so this will become y minus 1, and doing this whole fraction becomes equal to 1 by 2. So finally this condition 2 given us a expression in x and y. Now just cross multiply these numbers, we will get 2x minus 4 equal to y minus 1. Okay, so finally we got 2x minus 4 equal to y minus 1. Okay, this will give us 2x minus y equal to, take this right side, so this will become positive 4 minus 1, that is 3. Okay, so this is our equation 2. By solving condition 1 and condition 2, we got equation 1 and equation 2. Now our aim is to find the values of x and y, so that we can tell the fraction x by y, which is asked in this question. Okay, so we can solve these two expression, equation 1 and equation 2 by either substitution or by elimination method. Okay, so I am just going to solve these expressions by elimination method. So here it is 4x and here it is 2x. Okay, so if we want to eliminate this x, we must have to first make here 4x. Okay, so I am going to multiply this whole equation with 2. So this expression will become multiplying equation 2 by 2. Okay, so this expression will become 4x minus 2y equal to 6. Suppose this is equation 3. Now, so equation 1 and equation 3, solving equation 1 and equation 3, so we can subtract equation 3 in equation 2. Now, so I am going to subtract equation 3 in equation 1. Okay, so equation 1 is 4x minus 3y equal to minus 5. This is our equation 1, and equation 3 is 4x minus 2y equal to 6. This is our equation 3. We are subtracting this equation 3 in equation 1, so their sign change will occur. Okay, this is 4x is positive, so this will become negative. This 2y is negative, so this will become positive, and this is positive, so it will become negative. Okay, this is plus 4x minus 4x, they will get cancelled out, and here minus 3y plus 2y will give minus y, and here we have minus 5 minus 6, so this will become minus 11. Finally minus minus plus, so this y will become equal to 11. So we got the value of y as 11. Now if in the question it is being asked to get the fraction, so we cannot tell fraction by calculating this y. We have to calculate numerator part, that is x. Okay, so put this y equal to 11 in equation 1. Now if we put this y equal to 11 in equation 1, we will get 4x minus 3 into 11 equal to minus 5. 4x will become equal to 3 into 11, 33, minus 5. Okay, so this 4x will be equal to 28. Now x will be equal to 28 by 4, and this will be 7. Okay, so finally we got the value of x as 7 and the value of y is 11. So the fraction, our fraction will be numerator, we assume numerator as x and denominator as y. So fraction will be numerator divided by denominator. Numerator is x and the value of x is 7. The value of x is 7 and the value of y. Okay, so numerator is 7 and denominator is 11. So our fraction will be 7 by 11. Okay, so this is finally this is our answer for this particular question. Okay, so we have some more questions in exercise and in examples also. Try this type of equations by yourself. Now we will see some more types of problems. Okay, so here we have one more type of problem that is related to geometrical figure, and the problem is half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 meter more than its width. So here one condition is given over here, and width is 36. Okay, find the dimensions of the garden. So this is a two variable problem. Half the perimeter of a rectangular garden is 36. Here it is given 36. Okay, so this is half perimeter of that rectangular garden, and length is 4 meter more than its width. So this whole sentence contains two conditions, and that condition one is length is 4 meter more than its width. Condition 1 ends here. Condition 1 starts from here and it ends here, and condition 2 is half the perimeter is 36. Okay, so condition 2 is here and here. Okay, so we got two conditions, and this is two variable problems. So first translate these conditions sentence into algebraic expressions, and then solve that algebraic expression will give our answer. Okay, so this is a problem is related to a rectangular figure. Okay, a length and width. So assume a rectangular garden whose length is equal to x and width is equal to y. Okay, so this is y and this is x. Now it is given that length is 4 meter more than its width. So width is y and length is x. So by applying this condition, length is 4 meter more than that of width. Okay, so width is y and length is x, and this length is 4 meter more than. If we want to make equal these two terms x and y, so this is 4 meter more and this is 4 meter less. So if we add 4 here, only then these two terms will be equal. Okay, length is 4 meter more than that of width. So our condition will become x minus y equal to 4. So we got a first equation from condition 1. Okay, now our condition 2 is half the perimeter of rectangular is 36. Okay, we all know that perimeter of any shape that is equal to the surrounding length. Okay, so here the perimeter of this rectangular figure will be equal to x plus y plus x plus y. Okay, so this will be equal to 2x plus 2y, or we can write it as 2x plus y. But here in this problem, this problem is not talking about a perimeter. This is talking about half the perimeter. Okay, so full perimeter is 2 times x plus y. Then half perimeter will be equal to perimeter divided by 2. So this will become 2x plus y divided by 2 getting cancelled out with 2. So the half perimeter is equal to x plus y. Now half perimeter is 36. So just this half perimeter write down equal to 36. So half perimeter will become equal to 36. Our equation, this is our expression 2. Now we just translated condition 1 and condition 2 into algebraic expression, equation 1 and equation 2. These are simple equations, equation 1 and equation 2. So you can just solve these equations by substitution or elimination. Okay, so if we add these two expressions, so y will get cancelled out. So adding these two equations, y will be cancelled out. X and x will make 2x. So 2x will be equal to 36 plus 4, that is 40. So x will be equal to 20. So we got the value of x as 40. Now we want to calculate the value of y. So here we will get the value of y. Put this x equal to 20 in expression 1. So we will get 20 minus y equal to 4, or y will be equal to 20 minus 4, that is 16. So the value of y is 16. It is being asked in the question that find the dimensions of the garden. So length will be, this x will be equal to 20 and this width will be equal to 16. Okay, so this is our answer for this type of particular problem. Okay, solve all the related problems of geometrical figure by this concept. Okay, next we will see some more problems. Okay, so here we have some one age related problems. So here we have two men, a man and his son, and conditions is given in form of their ages. Okay, so problem is same as that was geometrical or number related problems. So here we will just transform these conditions into algebraic expressions. So question is 6 years hence a man's age will be 3 times his son's age, and 3 years ago he was 9 times as old as his son. Find their present ages. Okay, so we have to tell the age of that man and the age of son. So first assume these two ages as x and y as variables. Okay, so assume let the age of man is x, okay, and the age of son equal to y. Okay, so the age of man is x and the age of son is y. Okay, condition 1 is 6 years hence a man's age will be 3 times his son's age. Okay, so in future after 6 years a man's age will be 3 times his son's age. Okay, so these are the present ages of that man and his son. Okay, present age, this is actually present age. So at present a man says is x and his son says is y. Okay, 3 years from now the man says will be x plus 3 and 6 years from now, so the man says will be x plus 3 x plus 6 and this man's y age will be son's age will be equal to y plus 6. Okay, so condition is 6 years hence a man's age will be 3 times his son's age. Okay, this is his son's age and this is his age after 6 years from now. Okay, so this is 3 times of this. Okay, this number is 6 times of this number, 3 times of this number. Okay, so if we want to equate these two terms, so we first we have to multiply it by 3. Okay, because man says 3 times of his son says. So by solving this we will get x plus 6 equal to 3y plus 6 into 3 18. Okay, so this will become x minus 3y equal to 18 minus 6, that is 12. Okay, so this is our equation 1 we got from condition 1. And second condition is second condition is 3 years ago he was 9 times as old as his son. So this time he is talking about past. Okay, so 3 years ago, 3 years present age is x, man's present age is x. 3 years back he was x minus 3 years old and his son was y minus 3 year old. Okay, 3 years ago. Now condition is 3 years ago he was 9 times as old as his son. So his age was 9 times of this age. Okay, so if we multiply this with 9, so this will be equal to his age. Okay, so we got equation 2, expression 2 from condition 1 as this. Solve this, so this will become x minus 3 equal to 9y minus 27. Okay, this will give us x minus 9y equal to 27 plus 3, that is 24 minus 24. This is our equation 2. Okay, so equation 1 is x minus 3y equal to 12 and equation 2 is x minus 9y equal to minus 24. Okay, so by solving this equation 1 and equation 2 we will get the value of x and y. Okay, so here we can see that here it is x and here also it is x. So if we subtract equation 2 in equation 1, this x will get cancel out and we will get equation in terms of y, and by solving that expression we will get the value of y. So I am going to subtract this expression 2 in expression 1. Our expression 1 is x minus 3y equal to 12 and expression 2 is x minus 9y equal to minus 24. Okay, subtract equation 2 in equation 1, so their sign changes will take place. Okay, this is positive, so this this will become negative, and this is negative, so this will be become positive. This is negative, so this will become a positive. Okay, now this is x, x is positive, here it is negative, so this x plus x and minus x will get cancelled out. Here we have plus 9y, here we have minus 3y, so we will get 6y plus 6y. Okay, here it is 24, here it is 12, so 12 plus 24 will make 36. Okay, so y 6y equal to 36, that is y equal to 6. So we got the value of y as 6, and y is the age of a son, his son. Okay, so the son's age is 6. Now we want the age of his man, that man. Okay, so put this y equal to 6 in this expression, so we will get x minus 3 into y is 6 equal to 12. Okay, so 6 into 3, 18. X will be equal to, from here we will get the x value of x as 12 plus 18, and this 12 plus 18 will be 30. Okay, 18 plus 2, 20 plus 10, 30. Okay, so the man's age is 30 years, man's age x is 30 years, and his son's age is 6 years. Now check whether these two ages satisfy these conditions or not. 6 years, hence a man's age will be the 3 times. 6 years from present age, that his age, man's age will be 30 plus 6, that is 36. And 6 years from now, the age of this his son's age will be 6 plus 6, that is 12. Okay, so 12 into 36, 12 and 36, this is 3 times. If we make multiply with this 3, we will get this number. Okay, so there, that is the age of man is 3 times of his son's age since 6 years from now. Okay, and this satisfies, these values satisfy our conditions, so that means our answer is correct. Okay, so the x equal to 30 and y equal to 6 will be our answer. Okay, so here we have one more problem, and this problem is related to income and expenditure and profit loss. Okay, so here problem is the ratio of incomes of two persons is 9/7. Directly incomes not given, and that ratio is given 9:7, and the ratio of their expenditure is 4:3. If each of them manages to save rupees 2000 per month, find their monthly incomes. Okay, so suppose a man earns x rupees, and income is x rupees, and his expenditure is y. So his saving will be x minus y. Income minus expenditure, that will be equal to savings. Okay, or we can write this formula: income minus expenditure is equal to saving. Okay, saving. So this is a basic formula. What comes, that is input, and what goes, that is output, and what remains, that is savings. Okay, so if a man earns x rupees and his expense that y rupees, so that amount will be, his saving will be equal to income minus expenditure, that is x minus y, and this will be equal to savings. Okay, so this general concept is going to be used in this particular problem. So problem is the ratio of income of two persons is 9:7. So assume, let income of two persons is 9:7. So here a ratio of incomes is given as 9:7, and the ratio of their expenditure is 4:7. So incomes ratio is 9:7. Just 9/7, we can write this ratio as 9/7. Ratio of incomes is 9/7. We just assume that that common number which gets cancelled out here, it is x. Okay, so finally we got actual income of first person, that is 9x, and actual income of second person, that is 7x. Okay, so income of first person will be equal to 9x, and the income of second person income of second person will be equal to 7x. First we got the values of incomes of first person. Suppose this is 900 or 9000 and the income of second person is 7000. So that common number which is both in numerator and denominator gets cancelled out and we got the ratio. Okay, so that was the case why how we calculate the ratio of two numbers. Okay, so I just assumed reverse. I assumed that common number is x which gets cancelled out, and finally we got the ratio of we got the income of first person and second person. First person's income is 9x and second person's income is 7x. Okay, now here expenditure of both two persons is given. So ratio of expenditures is 4/3. It is 4/3. So how this ratio will be calculated? Suppose first person's expenditure is 400 and the second person's expenditure is 300. So we can write this as 4 into 100 divided by 3 into 100. So this common number gets cancelled out in numerator and denominator, and finally we calculated a ratio as 4/3. Okay, so in this problem ratio is given. So assume the common number here, it is y. Okay, that common number which gets cancelled out in both numerator and denominator, that is y, and I am assuming this different than this incomes ratio. So it is not given that both the proportionality is same. Okay, so that means maybe here some other numbers gets cancelled out, and here some other numbers in expenditure, some other numbers is getting cancelled out. So that number I am assuming it is y. So actual expenditures will become 4y/3y. So here we got the expenditure of first person, that is 4y, and the expenditure of a second person, that is 3y. Okay, so we can write expenditure of first person equal to expenditure of first person will be equal to 4y, and expenditure of second person will be equal to 3y. Now question is, each saves 2000 per month, and first person is earning 9x per month, and he is expending it in 4y amount. Okay, so income is 9x and expenditure is 4y. So if we want to calculate the savings, so saving will be income minus expenditure. For first person income is 9x and expenditure is 4y, so difference of these two will be equal to saving, and saving is given as 2000. So this will be equation 1 for first person, and second person's income is 7x and his expenditure is 3y. So this equation is also this saving is also equal to 2000. So this will be equal to 2000. So we got final equation 1 and equation 2 in terms of x and y. So by solving these two expressions, either by substitution or by elimination, we will get the values of x and y, and by calculating x and y we can put the values of x and y here in 9x and 7x. So we can give the answer of incomes. Okay, so suppose I want to eliminate this y term. Okay, so here it is 3 and here it is 4. So I have to make equal numbers here and here. So first equation will be multiplied by 3 and multiply the second equation by 4. Okay, so we will get the equation 1 and equation 2 as multiplying equation 1 by 3. Multiply this expression equation 1 by 3, we will get 27x minus 12y equal to 6000, and multiply this expression 2 with 4, so this will become 28x minus 12y equal to 7 into 2 14. Sorry, 4 into 2, that is 8000. Okay, so this will be 8000. Now just here we have negative, here we have negative. So if you want to eliminate this, subtract this expression in first equation. Okay, so subtracting this, suppose this is expression 3 and this is equation 4. Now subtract equation 4 in equation 3. So here sign change will take place. This is positive, so this will become negative. This is negative, so this will become positive, and this is positive, so it will be negative. Okay, 12y plus and 12y minus y will cancel out, and we will get 28x minus 27x, 27x minus 28x, this will be minus x. Okay, so here 8000 minus and plus 6000, this will give minus 2000. Okay, so the value of x is 2000 here. Okay, so we got the values of x as 2000, and we calculated incomes in terms of x was first person's income was 9x and second person's income was 7x. Okay, so first person's income will be, multiply this, put the value of x here, so this will become 9 into x, that is 2000. So this will be 9 into 2, 18,000, and the income of second persons will be 7x, that is 7 into, put the value of x here, so this is 2000, so this will become 14,000. So income of first person is 18,000 and income of second person is 14,000. Okay, so we have another concept that we can use for solving this particular problem. So I found that the method which I discussed here was more easier, that's why I solved by this concept. Okay, so in next class we will see some other chapter, and for that it is all for today. We will meet in next class. Thank you.